Tonight's shutdown in Superior. Multiple businesses in the city close after COVID-19 is confirmed amongst their customers.
And school in September. Officials in Michigan roll out a roadmap to return to education.
Plus, a scary scene on the Fond du Lac Reservation as a 13-year-old on a bicycle is hit by a car.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Several bars and restaurants in Superior have voluntarily closed. That's because a handful of people who recently visited them have tested positive for COVID-19.
Douglas County health officials say they were able to contact trace multiple cases of COVID-19 in Superior over the past week. Many business owners have been taking the names and numbers of customers in order to make contact tracing easier for local health officials.
That includes Charlie Brown's Bar in Superior's Billings Park. The owners say they closed their doors for the next week after a few customers let them know they had been exposed to a COVID-19 positive person. The owners say they chose to temporarily close as a precautionary measure.
Health officials describe a close contact as a person who has spent 15 minutes or more at less than 6 feet apart from a positive patient. If you have been named as a close contact, health officials will call, ask you about recent locations you have been, if you're feeling any symptoms, what you do for work, and to name some people who you could have potentially exposed.
If you have COVID and you have the disease, we have a electronic reporting system. So then we put in your contacts. So then we're able to see if this person becomes positive here, we know that they're linked to you.
If you are considered someone who has been potentially exposed to the virus, health officials will also offer education on isolation and quarantine depending on your symptoms. This week alone, Douglas County health officials say they have had to call more than 137 people who were considered close contacts. They did not share the exact number of locations linked to recent cases.
Meanwhile, a petition to make face masks mandatory in Duluth's indoor and public spaces is circulating online and gaining some momentum. The petition on change.org started Sunday, and at last check, it has more than 1,000 supporters. It's asking Duluth Mayor Emily Larson to make mask wearing mandatory in public places and businesses during the pandemic, calling it a serious public health issue. Larson was not available for an interview today, but Councilor Eric Forsman says he's seen the petition and is appreciative of community members bringing it forward.
We should really consider what actions can be taken locally, and it starts with citizen engagement and their participation in this process.
Councilor Forsman, along with Councilor Therese Tomanek and local hospital leaders, say they are planning an announcement for tomorrow. They billed it as a press conference discussing the importance of wearing masks. You can watch it live on our website and mobile app.
The COVID-19 death toll in the U.S. now stands at more than 127,000, and coronavirus infections are surging in much of the country, with 37 states reporting rising numbers of infections. Nancy Chen reports from New York.
Dr. Anthony Fauci has a stark warning on the rapidly spreading coronavirus.
I think it's important to tell you and the American public that I'm very concerned because it could get very bad.
The infectious disease expert testified Tuesday on Capitol Hill, telling a Senate committee the U.S. response to the outbreak was heading in the wrong direction.
We are now having 40,000+ new cases a day. I would not be surprised if we go up to 100,000 a day if this does not turn around.
Dr. Fauci said too many people are ignoring rules about wearing masks and social distancing.
There's going to be a lot of hurt if that does not stop.
Infections have spiked in several southern and western states over the last 2 weeks. Florida is up almost 227%. Arizona, 83%. New cases in California are up 74%. More than a dozen states have paused or rolled back plans to reopen their economies.
We're not going back to normal anytime soon.
New York and other northeastern states are now requiring a 2-week quarantine for travelers arriving from other parts of the country. And no Americans will be welcome when the European Union's airports reopen Wednesday. The EU has banned nearly all non-essential travel from the U.S.
Most European citizens have been barred from entering the U.S. since the middle of March.
Dave's here to give us a quick look at the weather. Dave, some much needed rain this morning, but it gave way to a reasonably nice evening tonight.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. I'll show you a picture about that coming up in just a few more minutes. But right now I want to talk about the dew point because, again, that's a great gauge of how uncomfortable it is with the humidity. And it's going to be a bit on the sticky side for the week ahead. Keep in mind, with the 50s, you're starting to feel humidity. In the 60s, it's fairly uncomfortable. And into the 70s, there's a lot of latent heat energy that can fuel storms. Many towns in our area right now are indeed in the 60s and there's 70s off to the west, which means we get a rain chance coming around from that low pressure system, and that's going to be some energy that can be turned into thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening. And to the west, probably towards the Bemidji area, there will be a 30% chance for potentially strong thunderstorms. The rest of us have a 30 to 40% chance for general storms into the evening hours. And again, we need the rain. Hopefully we'll get it because it's going to be the last shot for a while as it gets even warmer by Thursday and a lot sunnier too through the Independence Day weekend, which we'll show you on the 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Today, Governor Gretchen Whitmer discussed the rising number of COVID cases happening in Michigan and released the Return to School Roadmap, which is a comprehensive document to help districts create local plans for in-person learning in the fall. Take a listen.
Today, I signed an executive order requiring every school district to develop and adopt a plan based on various public health scenarios. As I shared a couple weeks ago, if we are in phase 4 or 5, in-person instruction can resume.
The safety protocols detailed in the Safe Schools Roadmap include guidance on the use of PPE, good hygiene, cleaning and disinfecting, spacing in classrooms, screening for symptoms, athletics, and more. Every school district must develop 3 plans. 2
Minnesota state departments have teamed up to provide educators more education when it comes to students' mental health. With the help of virtual training, CBS3's Emma Quinn explains how the program will help students who are most at risk.
Educating the educators. The Minnesota's Department of Health and Education have teamed up to provide more training when it comes to learning about students' mental health. It's called At Risk.
This is a program that's beautifully designed for the remote learning environment that we're in today because it's online.
Collaborating with New York tech support company Cognito, the departments will now be able to help teachers recognize signs of suicide in their students.
It's really looking at a spectrum of behaviors and situations.
Officials at Cognito say the virtual training is not just for teachers, but anyone who works in a school.
Teachers, but also security guards, cafeteria workers, bus drivers.
Officials at Cognito say the idea for this type of program came after the 2007 shooting at Virginia Tech.
They thought every educator in this country should know how to identify, approach, and refer a student in distress so that these kind of incidents don't happen.
The virtual program is now available for educators across the state.
CBS3 did reach out to several school districts, and both departments for comment. We have not heard back.
A 13-year-old is in the hospital tonight after she was hit by a car on the Fond du Lac Reservation. The Minnesota State Patrol spent the afternoon conducting a reconstruction of the crash scene. The crash happened just before 1:30 this afternoon. Cloquet police say the teen girl was riding with 2 others when she was hit. She was not wearing a helmet. No word tonight on her condition. The 23-year-old driver was not hurt.
Authorities say a man admitted to drinking 2 beers and reaching for his cell phone shortly before a hit-and-run crash that seriously injured 5 people. 35-year-old Rodney Scandon Jr. was charged with 5 felony counts of criminal vehicular operation today. The crash happened near the intersection of Midway Road and Stark Road around 5 on Friday evening. Authorities say Scandon reached for his phone and then struck a Subaru from behind, which sent it into oncoming traffic, where it was hit by another vehicle. Scandon fled the scene, according to authorities. 4 people inside the Subaru and a person in the oncoming vehicle were hospitalized. One was still listed in critical condition on Monday. Scandon Jr. turned himself in Saturday. No bail has been set, but he remains behind bars.
The U.S. Bureau of Land Management is set to begin its environmental impact statement on the proposed Twin Metals mining project. Twin Metals made the announcement today. This begins the review process at the federal level under the National Environmental Policy Act and will begin a thorough analysis of the potential impacts and benefits of Twin Metals' copper-nickel group metals mine near Ely. A number of federal agencies and tribal groups will be involved in the process. There will also be opportunities for the public to weigh in. Now, this will run parallel to the Minnesota DNR's environmental review. A spokesperson for Twin Metals said this is a standard but significant step in the process. The company anticipates the BLM's environmental review to take a number of years to complete. Twin Metals submitted its mine plan of operation in December of 2019. And some good news for those wanting to get out and about this season. The Hull Rust Mine View in Hibbing is officially open to the public. The newly constructed tourist attraction offers 360-degree views from Hibbing to Virginia and beyond. The site overlooks a portion of the Mesabi Iron Formation and more than 125 years of continuous iron ore mining in Minnesota. The Mine View is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily.
Still to come, follow the Yellow Brick Road. How Itasca County is using a famous celebrity with ties to the area to bolster a down tourism year.
Record high temp for this date is 96 degrees from 1910. A couple of towns did get to 90 today, and that could be a trend for the next week. It'll be warm as July comes to our towns. We'll talk about its duration and any more rain chances coming up after our break.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Enhance your quality of life. Increase your mobility. Achieve your potential. For specialized, individualized care, call Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, providing the professional care you deserve. Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, serving people throughout northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and upper Michigan.
Save big money on your next project with the 11% off everything now at Menards. Give outdoor wood decks, fences, and siding lasting protection with Cabot exterior wood care products. Save 11% on all Cabot premium exterior wood stains and finishes. Get superior style and security with this Powerbolt keyless electronic deadbolt lock from Kwikset. It's easy to install, program, and use, all 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
We have a structure fire with injuries on Highway 13.
Did you know your friends and neighbors volunteer to provide emergency services? They are serving many communities and need your help. Challenge yourself. Be part of the team. Be somebody.
You're ready to drive again, and not just to the neighborhood store. In a new Honda, you can enjoy the open road with powerful performance. And your money can go farther too, because Honda holds its value better than any other auto brand. Your Honda dealer is offering flexibility, like shopping online, so you can purchase with confidence. Get your new Honda today. KBB.com's 2020 Best Value Brand.
Invasive species are organisms that are non-native to an ecosystem. They outcompete native species and reduce the quality of our resources. We can all prevent the spread by following the simple clean, drain, and dry steps. Clean all watercraft, trailers, and outdoor equipment. Drain all water from boat live wells, motors, ballast tanks, and bilges. And lastly, thoroughly dry all equipment and gear. Do your part to preserve our amazing outdoor heritage for future generations.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Let's take a look at Lake Vermilion State Park earlier today. This picture comes courtesy of Sue Harju, lives up in that neck of the woods, at least during the summertime. And happy birthday to her husband, Roger. He was out catching some fish here. That was his birthday present. Beautiful scene there this afternoon and this evening. Even up in that neck of the woods, they got some showers and thunderstorms this morning. But that part of the Vermilion Range from Tower Sedan in towards Ely-Witten has been awfully dry. So that third of an inch they got in that neck of the woods came in very handy. And there's still a chance for a little more. Not tonight or tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon and evening we could see this cloudy sky, or this sky become a little bit cloudier with our last shot at rain for a couple of days as we dry up for the holiday weekend, and we warm up as well. A couple of towns hit 90 today, even more could do so this weekend. Current conditions show 70 still at the airport in Duluth, 84% for the relative humidity, so it's muggy out there. Easterly winds going 10 miles per hour, and our air pressure has finally changed. It's gone up a click to 1,012 millibars rather than staying static at 1,002. Temperatures are still pretty warm for this time of night in the Upper Peninsula. 75 Watersmeet, 78 in Ironwood, but a little cooler by the lake is infiltrating the Bayfield Peninsula here. 67 Ashland, but still 78 in Hayward. Mid-70s Solon Springs, upper 50s, cooler by the lake for Superior. 61 Park Point, but 70 in Proctor, and Two Harbors and Silver Bay as well. 68 Moose Lake, and then 70s for the ranges and up towards border country. Low temps tonight probably in the 60s for most towns, a zone they'll stay in for the next 7 days. Doppler map right now shows not really high pressure in control of our area, just in between low pressure systems. Yesterday we had a pair. They lasted through this morning. Now we're resetting the game, setting up for a new low pressure system to come in from the west, which we can see starting to cross the border from Grand Forks into northwestern Minnesota. That could bloom out and spill into the rest of the region tomorrow afternoon as that low pressure system and its associated fronts bring us a 30 to 40% chance for rain. Then it goes away by Thursday as higher pressure pushes towards our region, drives a southerly wind into our area, makes it warm once again. So if like 2 towns hit 90 today, once we get towards Thursday, Friday, and the weekend, many more, especially away from the lake, will do so as well. Here's the forecast tonight in Minnesota, where we look for low temps to run roughly 58 to 66 degrees, mostly cloudy sky. Partly cloudy for Wisconsin. Low temp 62 to 68 degrees. Lakeside communities could have patchy fog in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon, Wisconsin and Michigan, your range of high temps will warm again. 78 by the lake to 89 inland, 40% shot for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Minnesota gets the 40% chance as well, with inland highs in the 80s, lakeside temperatures near 70. Farther to the west, Grand Rapids towards Bemidji, there's a slight chance some of those showers and storms could become severe, so watch out for that. Well, the fog is already starting to take over the shoreline as well. This live sky cam was supposed to show a nice tree near the lake, and now it's been fogged over. So despite the background, it looks like it's going to become a nice bright period here after tomorrow's rain chance. Thursday, Friday, Saturday on the sunny side and the warm side, perhaps the muggy side too. Then our next rain chance is Anthony, Kristen, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And again, even if we get a quarter of an inch or a half inch tomorrow, we're still going to be about 5 inches shy.
Yeah, in the meantime, the possibility of touching on the 90s must be a year or two since we did that, huh?
August 2018 was the last time Duluth hit 90 degrees.
Wow. All right. Thanks, Dave.
Itasca County saw a huge drop in tourism in May. Lodging taxes were down 35%, something county leaders blame on the stay-at-home order during the pandemic. But as CBS3's John Cardinelli explains, one local organization is hoping a new campaign will help attract people to the area to prove the phrase, "There's no place like home," rings true.
Itasca County is usually a popular summer destination, but this year is different.
In Itasca County, the unemployment rate was significantly higher at 11.6%.
Officials blame the COVID-19 pandemic for the current struggles.
And these are unemployment rates, the highest we've seen since the Great Recession. In terms of occupations and industries most impacted, as was mentioned earlier, leisure and hospitality is a big one.
Lodging taxes were down 35% in the month of May. For towns like Grand Rapids, this is problematic. But Visit Grand Rapids is tapping into the town's claim to fame in hopes of driving more tourism down the Yellow Brick Road, leading them into the region.
We created a fun and lighthearted campaign called Dorothy Blazes New Trails.
Named in honor of Judy Garland, who played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz and who is also from Grand Rapids. The social media campaign started in June and follows the characters from the famous movie as they explore what the area has to offer.
Every single day, we will highlight either Dorothy, the ruby red shoes, or an Oz friend at an area business. People will guess what businesses that is at in the comments, and they get entered for a chance to win.
Officials say it's too early to tell how the campaign has impacted tourism in the area since the start of June, but they say so far the reaction has been positive.
I definitely have seen an uptick in our social engagement and our website traffic. People really are owning this campaign.
The second part of the campaign involves a contest and starts tomorrow. The campaign plans to run into the winter months as well. If you'd like to participate, we have a link on our website.
Anyone looking to camp in Wisconsin will soon have more options to choose from. Starting July 13th, Wisconsin state parks will begin allowing group camping for 50 people or less. Some social distancing restrictions will still apply at the campsites. Enclosed shelters and the amphitheaters will remain closed. You can reserve your spot starting next Monday.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the mind behind the Dick Van Dyke Show has died. We take a look back at his life.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
During Home's Grand Opening Sale at Seasonal Concepts, take up to an extra 10% off sale prices on everything patio, plus free no-contact shipping. Shop in the store, by personal appointment, or online. The Grand Reopening Patio Sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
We dance for healing. We dance for one another. For connection. In ways like no other. Together. Or even apart. We are resilient. The 2020 census is here. And we need to do our part for our people.
Hello, I'm Steve Little, owner of Bath Planet. I want to thank you for allowing us to serve you these last 2 decades. Safety is our top priority, so our workers are following all CDC guidelines to ensure the safety of both our customers and employees. Our showroom is currently closed with a flexible reopen date. Our company is doing everything we can to keep our customers and employees safe during this time. We are excited to let you know our offer of 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments on all our products has been extended, so you can get the work done now and not have to pay for it until 2022. This offer now goes through June 30th, so call us today or go online to book your appointment to take advantage of this amazing offer. We will also give you a $25 gift card to a locally owned restaurant with every new appointment to show our support for other local businesses. On behalf of all of us at Bath Planet, we look forward to serving you soon. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stephen Ray. At Miners National Bank, we offer local originating, local processing, local closing, and local servicing. For your next mortgage, apply now. minersmortgage.com.
Miners National Bank of Evelyn, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
It's the final days of Home's Grand Opening Sale. Save up to an extra 10% on sale prices, plus free no-contact shipping and 0 down, no interest financing for 12 months. Shop in the store, by personal appointment, or online. Hurry, Home's Grand Reopening Sale ends Wednesday.
Northland, when you want the most new country, make the switch to Cat Country 98.9 KTZO.
Never met a girl like you. What makes you country?
#1 for the most new country.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
The world said goodbye to an entertainment industry icon today.
Carl Reiner, a writer, actor, director, and the mind behind the Dick Van Dyke Show, has died. Today, there was an outpouring of love for the man who many say never stopped sharing, offering his musings on Twitter right up until the end. Just 2 days before his death, he wrote, "Nothing pleases me more than knowing I have lived my best life possible by meeting his wife and having 3 kids."
Rob, his eldest son, shared his grief Tuesday morning, saying, quote, "As I write this, my heart is hurting. He was my guiding light." Several A-listers shared their condolences, including Steve Martin, Mel Brooks, and Dick Van Dyke himself.
He is remembered as kind, a gentleman, a mentor, and a giant of the industry. Reiner died of natural causes. He was 98 years old.
And coming up in sports, a sad day for minor league baseball. Kelly tells us why, coming up next.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Iron Mining Association and Range Regional Airport.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry.
Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
Tune in Saturday mornings for the Link Ford lineup, where we will show you amazing vehicles on our lot, like this 2019 Chevy Equinox LT with all-wheel drive, a backup camera, and more for just $355 a month. Or check out this 2015 Toyota Tundra TRD for only $465 a month. Want to see more? Then be sure to watch this Saturday. Visit us online at linkmotors.com or stop by either one of our 2 locations to view our complete inventory. Link Ford, where reputation is everything.
We all deserve more summer. So DQ is bringing you 2 summer favorites in one. With the new Drumstick Blizzard with peanuts. A drumstick, the original sundae cone, and our world-famous vanilla soft serve. Let's fit more summer into every bite. DQ. Happy tastes good.
This is ultra-fast, insanely powerful, fiber-powered internet with speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig, supercharged home Wi-Fi, and 99.99% network reliability. It's gonna rock your world. Take your internet to the extreme, starting at just $19.99 a month for a year. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Twin Ports Collision Repair is open for business. We're taking all of the necessary social distancing precautions to help keep you safe. We will also sanitize your vehicle and all loaner vehicles before and after service. Call us today or visit us online to set up your appointment.
We're all doing our best to protect one another by remaining physically distant. We can also help our community's future by participating in health research. The All of Us Research Program is the largest active data collection effort, and it needs you to help find answers to health questions that have been out of our reach. Create an account, learn more, and complete surveys from the safety of your home. Call us, learn more online, or download the app to get started today. Together, we can help make a difference.
My 95.7 is the Northland's best variety all day. From Ed Sheeran and Maroon 5 to Lady Gaga and Bryan Adams. Always family and office friendly. My 95.7, your life, your music.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
For Major League Baseball, players and teams received the state of their season a few weeks ago, but minor league players were still waiting for the fate of their seasons. And as of today, the minor league baseball season has officially been canceled. The announcement comes after major league clubs released their 60-man roster pools yesterday. And the decision today officially came from minor league baseball, who informed minor league players that they will not be providing them with a 2020 season. The minor leagues were founded in 1901 and currently have 4 different levels of play that would normally feed into the major league teams. MLB players officially begin reporting for summer training camp tomorrow. The coronavirus is forcing events to be canceled or postponed across the country this summer, but one event that will soldier on this year will be the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest on July 4th. However, you won't see the packed crowds on Coney Island you may be used to. Instead, Joey Chestnut will look to defend his title at a private location with coronavirus safety measures all in place. So this Saturday, get your bibs ready for the uniquely American event celebrating Independence Day. The NHL says they now have a total of 26 players reporting positive tests for the coronavirus since voluntary workouts began back on June 8th. 4 additional cases were reported yesterday among those tested at team facilities to go along with the 11 positive cases announced on June 19th. The league says it's aware of 11 other players testing positive outside the voluntary workout protocol, and the NHL said more than 250 players who worked out at team facilities were administered more than 1,450 COVID-19 tests. The league and players are in the final stages of agreeing to resume the season with 24 of the league's 31 teams. Training camps can open as early as July 10th if an agreement on testing, health and safety protocols, and 2 hub cities to host the games can be reached. And locally, hockey arenas in the state of Minnesota have been up and running for most of the month of June now. With special guidelines and restrictions, skaters have been, at the very least, able to work out on skate. But that has not been the case for some teams across the bridge in Superior. While the Superior Ice Arena is open for some teams and camps, Westman Arena on the campus of UW Superior is not. Westman doesn't normally have ice in the summertime, but the installation of a new dehumidification system this year had them set to open its doors for the entire summer. After the pandemic hit, everything was shut down, and it isn't set to reopen until mid-October.
We had ice booked all the way through from June to the end of July, and then our senior skates kind of thing, where the seniors kind of run it, was going to start in August and go all the way through to November. So, I mean, it was like we had it all set up, and COVID just kind of threw us for a loop, and so Westman took that completely off the table. But Superior Ice Arena they're open for business all the way through.
That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Virtual Video Visits, offering face-to-face interaction with your provider from the convenience of home or work.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
Every second, 127 new devices connect to the internet. You can feel it happening. Our digital world expanding with every breath. We're entering a whole new era of technology. And Mediacom will be ready to power it. All of it. With one of the nation's first supercharged 10G platforms. We'll be lighting up cities, big and small. Wherever you are, whatever your connectivity needs, we'll be bringing you more speed, more capacity, more security, and the power to do more than you ever dreamed possible.
Hello, Northland. It's good to see you.
During this time, staying healthy might look a little bit different.
But we're still here to care for you.
St. Luke's now offers new ways for you to see us.
Like telehealth video visits, which is how I'm talking to you right now.
If you do need to be seen in person, you can rest assured
we are keeping our clinics and hospitals clean and safe.
If you have any questions
or want to make an appointment,
give us a call.
We'll be happy to help.
The great American outdoors are closer than you think. Visit a Steel dealer now and get the Built in America FS56 RCE trimmer for only $199.95. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Pick up at over 9,000 local Steel dealers. Find yours at steeldealers.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Charity Reynolds. I would like to remind you that COVID-19 is still around. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay home as much as possible. Thank you.
Now to a story about a group of friends who, during this pandemic, are definitely missing professional sports.
Yeah, while missing out on competitions, they decided to take matters into their own hands and start a competitive marble racing league. Ryan Poole is the brainchild behind the idea. He says it just seemed like the obvious thing to do with all of his spare time.
Yeah, so obvious. It started as a joke, but has grown into something they take pretty seriously by establishing betting odds, keeping record books, stats, and more. Poole says it brings everyone's spirits up and keeps him in touch with his friends. You want to get into that?
I do want to get into that. That looks like a lot of fun. I'd probably lose my marbles. Dave, speaking of lost marbles.
I'll tell you, 30 years ago, we had a gumball machine around here, and we'd play the penny slots with that. If you got 3 in a row of one color, oh, you won.
There you go.
All right, for rain fans, hopefully we'll win out tomorrow with a bit of precip coming across. Again, we have a big deficit of rain. We got a little today. There's a slight chance for a little more tomorrow afternoon and evening. 40% shot at showers and storms. Any strong storms likely will stay to the west of much of our area, but keep an eye to the sky. Then it becomes sunnier and warmer all the way through the 4th of July.
A sunny 4th of July.
Looks
How
nice,
about that? Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again tomorrow.